Hello, hi now, beautiful people. My name is Mrs. Slot. Yes, you can call me Mrs. Slot. Uh, now, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, share my videos so that I can grow, like and comment as well. Your comment means a lot to me. Today I'm gonna be talking about how moving into Ireland has changed me. There are some things in life that you can't help but acknowledge that, wow, I have changed quite a lot. So, yeah, join me while I discuss this. Thank you for watching. Look, I have my little pot. Isn't that cool? I'm just, happy that I've started something totally new. That's how much Ireland has changed me. A very short video of how traveling or coming to Europe has changed my life or has changed me. So I'm gonna just list a few things that I think might be valuable to somebody who is thinking of moving to Europe in general. So, but specifically to Ireland. So Ireland has changed me a lot. I came in and I was 30 years of age. I was young, I had so much energy, I had so much relationship trauma. First of all, I find Ireland to be very stable. When I first arrived here, when the moment I stepped my foot down, I said, this place is going to love me. That's what I said to myself internally. And I am going to love this place. And Lord behold, it's manifested in many ways. There was never a point in my life where I felt like I want to go to Canada, I want to go to the UK. I've always felt like this is it. I'm happy where I am right now. I'm gonna make it here. It's a very stable country. There's no much hassles. There's no much. What can I say? Yeah. So I find it very stable for myself, mentally, financially. I've worked through all this 12 years of my life in Ireland, so I've never really had to worry about finances or anything like that. I never had to call my mom and say I didn't money. Instead, it was the other way around. Yeah. And then again, the weather. So it's actually raining again, 2 days in a row, filming. I might have to wait for this one again, but yeah. I come from Botswana. We have a rainy season and it's relatively very harsh. So we don't get a lot of rain. We love the rain. That's why our currency is called gula, meaning rain. So when I first arrived here, I was like, wow, this is great. I love the weather. I love the rain. Oh, wow, let it rain. And then a couple of months later, I'm like, okay, when is it gonna stop to rain? But you get along. I remember when I first arrived, the first week or two, I got a job. You know those fundraising jobs whereby you'll be in the middle of the street and begging people for money so that they can fund whatever you believe in. So it was, I won't mention the name. And I did that for the day. So during my lunchtime, it literally just poured down on me. And here I am I didn't even have a raining coat or anything, and trying to get people to donate something to whatever charity I believe in. And I couldn't do it. So I went back to the guy, I said, I can't do it. Did you know what he said to me? Which literally just opened my eyes. He said, you are in Ireland. If you're not gonna get used to this weather, go back. You're not gonna survive. And I was like, ooh, that is actually true. I didn't take it negatively. I said, he's actually right. So we love the weather here. We do. Okay, so the other thing that I actually love about me moving into a different country, it actually opens your eyes. You learn you grow. You have no other choice but to grow. It has taught me to be very reliable on myself. It has taught me to love myself. It has taught me not to be afraid to get into any kind of space. Like, nobody knows me here. Who cares? So I'm getting in. That's my attitude everywhere I go. So that has, it's one of the things that I would always encourage people to travel. Get out of your comfort zone, travel, you know? Okay, so the other thing that I like is that it's quite a very quiet place. The country doesn't get too much involved into politics, especially the external politics, to my understanding. So I would consider that to be very stable as well. So when I moved to Ireland, I moved to the countryside. I lived in a very quiet environment, and I have learned to actually enjoy being in the quietness of just nature. So I love it. I just love having to have the freedom to just sit down and listen to the quietness. Though right now I've moved to Dublin, it's a totally different environment, different place, different area, but it still has that. It still has that. You can go to the park, or you can go and sit down somewhere else. There's no too much hassle. So I like that about Ireland. It has changed me in that sense. So the other thing again, what I love about having to be out of your comfort zone, I have learned to be very confident. I don't shy away from just being myself. I think it's because I'm not really afraid. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not afraid of absolutely nothing. So the other thing that he has changed me is a religious perspective. I have learned to learn how to view God in a totally different way. Ooh, that's another topic. Totally different. Yeah. Yeah, my views for God, the so-called God, especially the white Jesus God, the white Jesus thing, not my thing anymore, which is so strange. Not my thing. Nah, we're not doing that. Girl. Creepy. Woo. What? Nah. Moving into Europe has taught me how much to appreciate my own Africanness. I love it. Yeah. So, and I tend to kind of I used to watch a lot of contents of these interracial marriages and people who are married to a different race. And it's just dawned on me, and wow, how obsessed we are with trying to change who we are. So it's one of the things I'm like, ooh, nah. I know I'm married to a white man, but it's just taught me a lot of just appreciate. Let's appreciate ourselves a little bit more. Hey, things like that. I used to wear a lot of wigs. My God, this hair is beautiful. I used to hide my hair. I've learned to appreciate, maybe because my men actually appreciate it as well. But nah, I know a lot of people are gonna get bad comments on this, but let's do better. Let's teach our girls how to love their own hair. Okay, so the other thing that I do appreciate about moving into Ireland, if you qualify, if you have your qualifications and you went to college and you educated yourself and you whatever field you are in and you apply for a job, they will take you. They don't look at your race, they don't look at your name, they don't look at your age, which is great. And that's one thing that I feel like you can take an opportunity to improve yourself. I'm always gonna be pushing on that. When you're here and given the opportunity to pursue whatever you want to pursue in your life, go for it. Because here you will be given a chance to prove yourself. Simple. Okay, so another thing that I know for sure that Ireland has changed me is we walk everywhere. Literally. I do drive, but every time I get an opportunity to walk everywhere. So like I said, I come from a very hot climate, so we tend to kind of rely so much on transport, on taxis, because it's way too hot. It might be raining here, but the rain would stop like literally 2 minutes ago. It was raining, it stopped. So you hop into a bus, or you can walk, or you can dress up in a way that you can you're not getting so wet, or yeah. So it's quite, that has taught me quite a lot. I've learned to appreciate having to just walk. So the other thing that I see have changed is the food. They don't tend to eat a lot of spicy food, so I've seen myself adjusting to my taste buds has changed, because now I live with somebody who wouldn't like spicy food. But I do prepare my own African food sometimes, so I miss having to be the luxury.